Go.
You love me.
Dude, are you 5?
Yeah, 5 inches deep in your mom.
Okay, this is the FiiO F5. It's FiiO's latest offering in the in-ear monitor portion of personal audio. It's coming out, or it's just recently come out. Box is the same as most of FiiO's newer items. The amp, the A5, the X5 3rd generation all came in the identical box, so this is the same thing. Basic specs: 13.6 millimeter dynamic driver, single dynamic driver, 20 to 40 kilohertz. Got the high res right here. That's the frequency response. Sensitivity is 102 dB, and the impedance is 32 ohm. Already took the inner box out of this sleeve, so this is what it looks like. That's the box. If you've gotten anything from FiiO in the past year, the package is going to look the same when it comes to you. This is the package that's on the inside. Take it off. Inside, nice and foam for protection. Inside that box is a case. It's a good case. You know, this or cloth. I'd prefer this because cloth is, you can sit on that. It's got the FiiO logo on it. Opens up nice, and we've got 1, 2, 3 pairs of what look like Sony hybrid type tips, and then under that there is another set of regular silicone. I'll have to look at these closer. So we've got that, and we got that, and inside. Okay, these are detachable. That's all right. This is the IEM itself. I'm going to go ahead and do a zoom of it, so I'll do that later. Put this here. Get the other one out. That here. This will not go back in there because if I want to put the IEMs in here, this is going to get in the way. So I'm going to put this over to the side. Now, so there's the IEMs themselves. In here would be, I assume, this is one of the points of this IEM. Here we go. Okay, now we're coming stock with two sets of cables. One of them is has an inline remote, and it looks like this would be the balance cable, and the other one is, oh, I'm sorry, this would probably be the balance cable right here. Oh, this is for using with a smart device. Okay, got it. This is the smart device cable with the inline controls. This is balanced with no inline controls, which most audiophiles would like to not have inline controls. So it comes with balanced and the standard cable. I'm going to get out of this, and then I'm going to listen to it and then continue the video after that. Okay, we're in 1-inch super zoom right now. This is a close-up of the housing. It looks to be all metal. That is the 3 breathers for the driver that sits in the front. This would be the right side. You rotate that over, and then on this side you get a look at the nozzle and the meshing that's on the top of that. I can't see if there's anything stuffed inside the nozzle. A good thing for people is it's got a lip on it. There are some companies that, for reasons I have no idea, they don't give you this lip, so the tips slide off, or you can't get certain tips on. So it's a good design so far. So there's your breathers, there's the mesh, basic design. It's very simple. It feels lighter than the Dunus, so it's not the same metal black. This has got to be something slightly different, because those were heavy enough to kind of annoy me a little. Now the special sauce on these are, this comes out, man, that was no problem. Now what if I want to use a custom set of cables? Is this going to be a big deal? No, it's not. So now I'm using a custom cable on these, and the one that I just unplugged is a balanced one. So now that we're done with the super zoom, I'm going to go ahead and listen to it and then give you initial impressions. Okay, initial impressions on these. First of all, I'm running this balanced off of a FiiO. It's stacked, but because balanced is, the amp doesn't have balance, so I'm running this out of the FiiO F5 3rd generation. The impressions are initially, I just got these, remember. Listening to Pink Floyd, which is what I typically do, there sounded like there was a... First of all, let's say that the bass on these is much better than any FiiO that I've ever heard before. The Dunus, I don't care what other people said, I never liked them. I thought they were heavy. If they fell out of my ear, they'd fall down and crack a piece of glass, or my DAP screen. Or these don't feel that heavy like that. They are metal, but they're not the same material as the previous rebrands that FiiO did. I don't know if this is a rebrand for sure, actually. I know the previous ones were Dunu rebrands. This maybe is not. The bass is there. So that's nice. Listening to something like this, Def Leppard, the basis is clear. Everything's really, really good. I was listening to this last night because I had another pair of over-ears that I received, and I was listening to that because they sounded so good. So my ears were really into this last night. So I listened to this again, and it sounded really good here. There's no congestion, there's no limit as far as the stage goes. Like I feel like I'm being boxed in any of the directions. The bass is clearly present. This is better bass than was in the other FiiO offerings. The treble is fine, and the mids are fine. The odd thing that I had was that when I was listening to Pink Floyd, it sounded different because I'm so used to the EX1000s that I use as a reference point that these sounded different. So I haven't done any tip rolling outside of the tips that came with these, so I can't say anything for sure. They definitely got better bass than previous versions. The resolution sounds fine. Something like that's a FLAC of Def Leppard with guitars and distortion pedals and everything. It's going on. It's going fast, and this is doing it fine. You know, they got the high-res seal on the box because that's basically what this is. This is kind of confirmation that nowadays most of the offerings by the medium bigger companies are pretty damn good. The average has become higher, and it's what used to be impressive, and now impressive is the new average because these are impressive. These are nice. They sound good. I would gladly, buy these. Did I buy these? No, these were sent to me to do a video, and I did not pay for them. Just for full disclosure to you guys. I'd have to listen to them longer to give you guys a clearer impression. Stage doesn't seem restricted because remember we got 3 vents on here, so it sounds okay. Bass is clearly nice and punchy. This sounds really good. I don't remember who the bassist of Def Leppard was, but I hear him well. Vocals are fine. The Pink Floyd, I'm going to have to listen with maybe Comply Tips and give it another listen because that's what I listen to pretty much with the EX1000, so going off my reference. These sound good. The cable is the typical recent like no tangle type, which I originally didn't like much, but it doesn't tangle up, so I like that. It's got the FiiO logo at the cinch right here. It's got the strap so that you can put it away neatly. So you got a balanced cable. You got a single-ended with controls. You can use your own cable if you want, like this one. This is a MMCX, and it'll work. I already tried it. I actually thought that I would need these because these are going to be heavy, so I want to overhook them, but these are not the same as the previous models. They are metal, but they're not as heavy. Thing that jumps out at me is bass. And the mids are not bothered by that bass, which is, the death nail for most items, because we don't, it's 2017, you don't need to give up your mids and have good bass. There's too much stuff out there that does it right now. This sounds like it does that fine, so I'm interested to keep listening to this and then give further impressions down the road. Do I wreck this? Yeah, I do. It's very affordable. It comes with 2 cables. You don't got to buy balance separately. It comes in the box. The company is solid. They reply to issues. If somebody runs into an issue with this, they would be replied to and it would be taken care of. So the accessories come with the device. You can use aftermarket cables with it, which you might want to do because they sound really nice. And if you ever had an issue, you could contact FiiO and they would take care of you. So yeah, I wreck it. So this is the FiiO F5. Every time I hear that F5, if you're into pro wrestling, Brock Lesnar, I think his finishing move is the F5. So, you know, that's what I think about when I think about the name of these. They're nice. I like them. I will give other impressions, or if you guys have comments, go ahead and ask me, and I'll let you know in there. So, the FiiO F5s, they get the wreck. Good job, again, by FiiO.